Hey my beautiful Kiss Divas, it is your girl Traycee Simmons, and I'm here with my favorite, well not favorite, all of my foundations. I am doing my 2017 inventory. If you didn't get a chance to see my eyeshadow one, I will definitely leave that link down below. Now if you are new to my channel, I will go ahead and briefly update you on what I'm doing. I used to be a makeup junkie, a serious makeup hoarder. And at one time, I probably owned over $1,000 worth of foundation at one time. And over the last couple of years, I have been decluttering, I have been selling products, I have been giving products away, but most importantly, I have been using up a lot of my foundations, which I am so proud to say that I finished like 4 or 5 that I completely finished over the last 2 months. Of course, it took me more than 2 months, but over the last 2 months, I finished all of these, brought them to an end, and they're out of my collection. So this is my foundation inventory. This is going to be liquid and powder. I will say now that if you leave and go to the bathroom, you will miss this video because that's how short it is. I'm just kidding. I will be doing a brief mini review on these items just in case you are, have the same skin type as myself. I am dry to normal skin, and I am a NC45 in the MAC foundation. So hopefully this video will be helpful for you. I will also put all the information in the description box on the shades of each product that I mentioned in this video. So my goal for foundation is to not own more than 5 foundations and maybe 1 tinted moisturizer. And the reason I went with 5 is because I'm one of those people that like different foundations for different things. I like light coverage, I like that full beat face coverage sometimes, and sometimes I want that nice dewy look. So I figured 5 foundations. Oh, and I like a satin finish too. So 5 foundations for me would probably pretty much cover all of my moods. So let's jump into it. I will start with my liquid foundations and then move on to my powder foundations. The first liquid foundation is my Ride or Die foundation, and this is my 24 tint Idole. I still don't know what this foundation is actually called. It's the 24 hours, what I always called it. But some people call it the Tint Idole Ultra 24. I love this foundation. I love the coverage in this foundation. It is just a very beautiful foundation. Love it so much. It is definitely one of those foundations that I can build from a middle to a full coverage. And I like that about this foundation. Now I will say this foundation is supposed to be a matte finish, but to me it's matte, but it's not that extreme matte finish, if that makes sense. I am in the color 450 Suede In, and I can't say enough about this foundation. Nothing. I can't say one bad thing about this foundation, other than the fact there is one that can be debated if it's better, and it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And the reason why I say is it gives the same finish, the same coverage. I want to say these two are so comparable, but here's the difference. If I need something to ride or die with me for a very long period of time, this Double Wear lasts so much longer than my Lancome. I am in the color 51 Bronze in this Estee Lauder. I'll never forget when I went to New York. Me and my husband did a red eye. I was with my husband, so I wanted to be cute. I beat my face. I put this on. We did a red eye. We got to New York that morning. Went to the hotel, took a nap. When it was time to wake up, everybody was doing stuff, and I didn't have time to do a full beat face. So I took a shower without doing anything to my face, and I was able just to put a little bit of powder on. And this thing rocked with me like over 24 hours. And it looked great. It wasn't moving. I didn't have no patchy mark. Like it really stood the test of time. I also wear this in the summertime too. I would have to, you know what? I'll put my summer color in the description box for you as well. But I love this, especially in the summer, because it is matte and it just, the summer shade just matches me perfect. So definitely those two. The next one is my everyday foundation. The foundation that well, I have two everyday foundations and I rotate between the two of these. This is my everyday foundation. I love this foundation so much. It is the MAC Pro Long Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. This is another good summer one. The only reason why I don't wear this in the summer is because, girl, they don't have my shade. That's the only thing about MAC. When I get darker in the summer, I'm one of those in-between shades and I gotta mix shades, and I'm not down for the cause. There's too many other brands that got my exact shade in the summer. But this would be a perfect foundation for the summer. When I think of Pro Long, I think of a matte finish. I think of something that is really, really matte, and this is not it. I want to say this falls somewhere in that satin type of finish. Oh, and whenever I wear this, people compliment me. People compliment me so much. The reason why this is my everyday foundation, because it's not an expensive foundation. Not when you compare it to the price of the Lancome and this. I love the convenience of the tube. When I am rushing, being able just to squeeze this bad boy out, it saves me so much time. So I just like the convenience of the packaging. I just wish it was a whole ounce. Like, come on, MAC. It's only 8.8. It's 0.84 ounce. I dropped it. It's only 0.84 ounces. So I guess that's my cue to move on, right? And my other everyday foundation, which is the last one, is my Nars Velvet Matte Skin Tint, and it has an SPF of 30. I love this. I'm in the shade Cuba medium 3, and this is definitely a winter shade because this would definitely be too light for me in the summer. I love this. The packaging and everything, and the way it's called a skin tint makes you think that it's a tinted moisturizer, but it's not. It's just a light to medium matte foundation. I am wearing this today. I absolutely love this. Now, when I first got it, the very first time I used it, I didn't like it because I used too much of it. Like, this is not something that you need a thick coverage on. You get more out of the product when you use a thin coverage, and that's how this one is. So today I have it on with just a thin layer. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love this so much. Definitely one of my favorite mattes, and the reason why I like it too, because usually your matte foundations are full coverage foundations. They're never those foundations that look natural or those foundations that you can see skin through, and that's what sometimes I want. And so I love this because that is exactly what this is, and I definitely want to get this summer shade when I get too dark for this. I am exactly 4 liquid foundations, and again, my goal was 5, so I am pretty darn proud of myself. I was thinking about getting a 5th foundation, but I don't know what foundation I want. I was thinking about the Bobbi Brown stick, the Anastasia stick. Whatever foundation I get, I want it to be more a light to medium coverage, and I'm thinking about just making that 5th one my summer foundation, so I may not buy anything to the summer. Now, if I do purchase any foundations other than that 5th one, it will be to re-up on any of these 4, because these are my 4 essentials, like must-have liquid foundations. Now let's jump into the powders. The first powder is my Ride or Die foundation, powder foundation. I've been wearing this powder foundation literally for 21 years. Yeah, I started wearing it when I was 19, about 21, 22 years. And it is my MAC Studio Fix powder. I always have a backup. I don't play when it comes to this powder. Here is the one I'm using now. It looks horrible because I hit pan on it. I broke the lid some time ago. I hit pan on it and I end up repotting it so I can finish using it up because it gets hard to get in the edges. And this is my backup. I love this. I'm NC45 again. This is one of those powders that is a full coverage powder, which is hard to find. So on those days, which is pretty often when I don't feel like putting on any liquid foundation, I can use this powder with concealer and have a beat face. Like, I kid you not. I also like this because no matter what foundation I'm using, this always works with it so beautifully. I love that about this foundation, and I love that you can use it lightly and dust it on the face or pack it on and get more full coverage. So I love my MAC Studio Fix powder. Yes. This is the only product that I can say, like one product that I can say I've been using for 20 years. I kid you not. Okay, the next powder is my next favorite. I actually carry this one around in my purse. It is the dual finish Lancome powder. In this, I like wearing the 420 Bisque in. I like this because it works with my winter color and it works with my summer color. This right here, and I love the way their products smell. Their products smell so good. But I love this because this is actually a lighter coverage to me. And I don't know if they advertise this as a full coverage or not, but to me it's not. I love using this to touch up my face if needed, which now that I've gotten into setting sprays, I really don't have to touch up my makeup. And plus I'm not oily, so that's not an issue I have. But if, let's say I did need to touch up my makeup for whatever reason, I like using this because it's not gonna give me that build up cake face look when you try to touch up more powder on top of makeup. My neighbor owns a motorcycle, sorry. More powder on top of makeups. It doesn't give me that cake up look. So I love this so much. So I like carrying this one in my purse. And then the next one is this Urban Decay powder. In this I am medium dark golden. I love this whole naked line. Like, I love their concealers and I love this powder. I love this powder because this is a light coverage powder. And here it is right here. It is a light coverage. The only thing I don't like about it is this big bulky packaging. But if I am doing a really light look and I want a more natural look, and let's say I use a tinted moisturizer or something, which I don't have right now. I'll probably wait till summertime to purchase a tinted moisturizer. But this is what I reach for because it's such a light coverage and it just looks like skin. I love it so much. So much. Okay. And the last powder that I own is the Nars All Day Luminous Powder. This is in medium dark Tahoe, and it is a very luminous powder. I feel like it works really good with the light, but I love this color shade. It's closer to my NC45. Like, if you look at the color of my Urban Decay, see how this has more of a golden hue to it? Oh, I love this shade of this powder. It is a, like I said, a very luminous finish, so it looks really good with your tinted moisturizers, or let's say if there's a matte foundation. Sometimes I like coming in with this to give it give my skin that glow. I love this one as well. I will say I have to be careful with this one though in pictures, because for some reason it'll look a little shiny in pictures. But I love this right here. So that is 1, 2, 3 powders I own, and 4 if you count the one that I'm almost out of. I am very proud of myself in this category of my makeup inventory. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my makeup inventory videos, give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. And if you are already subscribed, and if you are subscribing, there is a bell that's sitting next to that subscribe button. Hit that bell and you will stay notified to all of my new videos. God bless all of you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.